Right, these three pictures belong together, and they combine two storylines that are often, that are usually told separately. One is the storyline of Orpheus, the musician, who went into the underworld and nearly brought his wife back, but failed to bring her back completely because he looked around at the wrong time. The story is well known. And so from then on, Orpheus was a gloom-ridden figure, depressive, we might say, but somebody who has seen the world of the dead and is now again in the world of the living. And I combine him with the wild woman who followed around in the trail of Dionysus, or Bacchus, the wine god. So that the dancing figures, the Maenads, are the adherents of this god of ecstasy and wild dance and excess in all ways. And the reason why the two are together in the same picture is that Orpheus meets his death at the hands of the Maenads. He actually gets torn to pieces by them, and a gruesome story. His head is flung into the river Hydros, and floats down the river, still singing, and ends up on the shore of the island of Lesbos. This gloomy ending isn't really present in the picture, except in the facial expression of Orpheus, who is a person who has seen the world of the dead and therefore cannot fully rejoice in the world of the living. There are close parallels between the story of Dionysus, or Bacchus, who is the leader of these Maenads, and Orpheus, because both of these heroes went down into the underworld and came back again. Dionysus went down into the underworld to bring his mother back and have her located in the sky. And then in another part of Bacchus' story, he's given the name Zagreus and is torn to pieces and then put together again. So he too is somebody who suffers violence and then, after dismemberment, becomes alive again. So there are structural similarities between the story of Bacchus and the story of Orpheus. While painting the picture, I decided that the figure of this Maenad, with her angularity, tempered by a great deal of curving line, I liked it, and I thought that she deserved a picture all by herself. And so I did her again larger, and showed her being watched by an old man and a young child and a dog in the background. And then I did a similar thing with Orpheus, because I liked the figure of the fiddler, so I turned him round to his own mirror image, and then had him fiddling to a brilliant bird, some kind of a lyre bird or bird of paradise. And in this picture in particular, I enjoyed setting two worlds against one another, the world of sunlight and vegetation against the world of night and death. Orpheus has seen death and will of course see it again, and the moon and the blackness of his blue colour stand for that. But what he's fiddling to is the world of sun and light, symbolised by orange and red, and of course by the green of the vegetation.